kicked myself after restraining myself. So this is what happened.
Yeah.
I'm having a lot of story time tonight, but this is one girl I went to college with. I've known her since high school. She's a really like, she got the short hair. She's kind of shorter than me. Kind of a freak. Got that ass, and I'm just like, girl.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel you, man.
But
Go ahead.
my bad.
No, go ahead.
But we just going to class one time, and I went to class whenever she did because I had to go to work, and it kind of much better whenever I went to class whenever she did. This is one time whenever we was waiting outside class, I'm just thinking to myself, I almost did it. I had gave her attention. And what I wanted to say was, well, actually, what I did say was, hey, what kind of music you listen to? Because she had like one headphone in while we were listening to it. That he was tired of me. And what I really wanted to say was, hey, I got drunk. You want to do the drunken book? And I'm just like, I was like, I should have done it, but at the same time, I'm glad I did because it would have led to a really bad situation. But God, I wanted to.
Yeah, no, it's kind of, I don't know, man. I definitely feel like sometimes men are more primal than women. Like, I just, because like it is seriously like an animalistic urge I have.
Oh yeah, no, I feel it.
I don't know, man. I sometimes like. Sometimes I'm like, fuck, like, what's wrong with me? But then sometimes I'm like, just I don't care, just do it.
Yeah, like
It's awful.
You get that little emotion where you look like to the left, to the right, make sure no one's just like, hey,
Like, I don't even feel like ashamed of it. It's just like, I don't think anybody can handle it, you know what I mean?
I'm not ashamed of it. I'm just, I know it's stupid, but
I think it's stupid. I think it's natural.
Well, I mean, I know it's natural, but it is pretty stupid just to ask someone to fuck.
Well, I think what I tell people is
it can cause a lot of problems.
Yeah. I think the problem
is.
I think the problem is not that you're like interested. I think it's that people like take it the wrong way. You know what I mean?
No,
like,
I'm completely interested, but yeah, they do.
Like a lot of people don't understand that sometimes you just want to fuck, and like the thing is if they say no to that, they think that you're gonna like
berserk, yeah.
Yeah, right. And it's like, no, I'm an adult. You know, if you don't want the same thing I want, that's completely understandable.
That's fine. I will go look for this somewhere else. Have some good time. And then sometimes, like, that situation comes up where they get offended. Where you do that. And then I'm like, well, I mean, that's all you want me for?
Yeah, well, no. Okay, so let me tell you my philosophy, my fucking philosophy, because I developed it after I had this friends with benefits relationship, and I've got like this very, I've got this very like foolproof thing. Well, so far it's been foolproof. So I'm straight up with people. You know, if I'm just gonna like hook up with them, I'm like, hey, you know, like this is it. Like this is all it is. It's not for you know, I don't want to be in a relationship. I don't want to, you know, do this and that. You know, because a lot of people, I find my most common pet peeve, a lot of people have been lied to by others in their life, and that's what like really fucks them up. And I hate that, and I hate that ruins good sex for people, because some people are in relationships with people they don't have good sex with, and that's terrible. That's like the worst thing. It's the worst thing that can happen.
It's not necessarily.
Sex isn't everything, but having that connection is. To me, in my opinion, like sex is important. You know, like, and sex. My thing too is sex isn't something that. Sorry, I was reading something. Sex isn't something that like you. It's not like something that should be shared between one person and the other. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't think that's. I think that's terrible practice, because if you do that, then you have bad sex, and it's like, okay, well, I'm stuck with this fucking person, and you just don't connect if you don't have sex. I do think, however, sex is an intimate experience. I think that's something that like you're basically showing people a side of you that not everybody else gets to see. Like, I would never have sex with somebody I've just met, and that's where people think like people are like, oh, you're a whore because I say like I'm all about people having sex freely. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be with one person, just like. But I do think you have to be cautious about it. And a lot of people aren't. But regardless, Shit, where was I going with that? I had an agenda. Hold on. This Harvest Moon music is throwing me off. Put that Nayaname milk mugwort. Okay, so I think that people need to be cautious, definitely, not just because of I think because people can. You have to really trust somebody to have sex with them because of the things they can do to you, especially if you're a woman. If you're a man, there's a lot less they can do to you, but they can still give you diseases and stuff. But that's not the only thing you need to worry about, you know what I mean? There's a lot of problems. There are a lot of things out there that can really mess with you. Sorry, I'm looking at stuff. But anyway, my strategies have always been, be straight up with somebody. Spring. Okay, summer, spring. Fall, winter, okay. Melons, turnips, carrots, yams. Okay, so, always be straight up with somebody about what you're gonna do. And that way there's no confusion, it's not like... Now, granted, I always have had casual sex with, really good friends of mine, you know what I mean? It's never been, just some random person I met, and I'm just like, oh, hey, you wanna fuck? It's always been people who know me, and they know how I am, and they're not gonna get confused by it, you know what I mean? So, always that, you gotta have that, communication, and that way there is no confusion whatsoever, and, you always gotta know that they can handle that, be like, hey, are you okay with this? Can you handle just casual sex? And a good test of that is if they can go get tested, or if they have been tested recently, then they're a type of person you can have sex with. That's always been my way of looking at it, because if you ask somebody, hey, you want to hook up? And then they're first, and then you ask them to get tested, and they're like, why would you even ask that? You think I got something? No. But if we're both sexually active adults, man, it can happen, and you just don't know it. But I've literally, asked a girl, straight up, I was helping her, I went to her apartment to help her build a shelf, and I was like, you wanna fuck? And she was like,
why you wanna build more than just a shelf, bitch?
Yeah, I was like, you wanna hook up? And she was like, yeah, sure. And then I went to move in, put the moves on her. She was like, oh, you meant right now? And I was like, yeah, why not? And it worked. I mean, hooked up, didn't have that good of a time, and then that's what I tell people. I was like, you can't possibly know, who's good at sex and who's not from one time. You know what I mean? Yeah. You gotta see how people are different, and that's one thing that I think makes me obsessed with sex is people are different, and it's really interesting to see how people are different. That sounds like a bullshit reason, it sounds like I'm just saying that, but I really feel that way. I really feel like...
So I feel like people are good with people, bad people.
What do you mean?
The person who's not good, maybe he's not good for that person, but he's just right for somebody else, or even...
Yeah, no, I agree.
But,
I can agree with that.
But there is exceptions. Some people are just plain terrible. It doesn't go in your belly button, John.
Yeah, no, I do agree with you. I think different people like different things, that's obvious. I think, this music is outrageous in this game. It is super loud. I've got the party audio all the way up, and it's oh, you want to hear your friend? Nah. Why would you want to do that? What's so cool about your friend Andrew? Well, I don't know, he's a pretty cool guy. Oh, is he? Doesn't seem like it.
Nope.
But he's my buddy!
Yep. Well, it'd be cool to be friends with somebody. Learn that the hard way.
Oh, dude, why am I gonna...
Surprisingly, I am people's friend's friend. You know what I'm saying? I am a friend of people.
You've never what?
I'm the friend, the friend of the people. Like, I am very going to be friends with everybody in my life. Not necessarily because I want to.
It just kind of happens.
Yeah, well, I feel like I'm the most accepting, the most kind of open-minded, open-eared person that people know. I listen to a lot of bullshit on a daily basis.
Yeah.
And so I feel like that kind of puts me in lead to be like everybody's go-to, like, Andrew, just listen to me here, unless they have someone specifically that they like to talk to about.
Right.
But that being said, also, like, I would like it.
Yeah, no, being that guy's hard because nobody really ever asks about you, and they might like, because I'm that guy sometimes, or I used to be until I started making my. For me, that was one of the biggest steps in helping my mental health is like making my desires heard. Because for the longest time, I pretended like I wasn't a person. You know what I mean? Like I pretended like I didn't have any needs or wants. You know, I put all that shit aside for other people, and to a degree, I still do that. But I know when to announce that I have, you know, things I want to do and things I want to say, and the way, you know, I have ways I feel. You know what I mean? I think that's a very big step in overcoming things like that, is just being able to be like, hey, I am a person.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I'll put this money in this can, so come and get it later. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, like I think a lot of people that have problems like that. 575 gold. Hell yeah, brother. God damn it, can't get a chicken yet. But I just think it's a really big part. You gotta take care of yourself because you can't expect other people to. You know what I mean? Not saying that in a negative way, like, oh, you know, people, you can never rely on people. You can definitely rely on some people, but you shouldn't. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's a problem with relying on people. I just think you should know that you have yourself first.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And if you can't do that, then like, who can you turn to when all else fails? That's the problem.
So, I feel, I don't know, dude, sometimes I'll whine and bitch about it, and I'm just like, but other times I feel like I've just become completely, like, used to it. Not necessarily numb, because I still feel sympathy and empathy for people, and I'm like, yeah, man, you know, this part of life sucks. Don't worry. I promise you sometimes it'll get better. I've heard some people do it, going through life now completely amazing. And, you know, it's hard. You gotta get through it. Don't worry, I'll be here. If you need someone to talk to, I'm here. That's what I do. That's the kind of guy. And, you know, some people take that advice and they'll be like, hey, Andrew, you know, I appreciate you being there for me, buddy. And, you know, it's being that kind of guy gets me a lot of places in my heart and even in my, like, joy in my life that I feel like I love making people feel joy. Consequently, though, I don't like people.
Yeah, I mean...
Because, like, in generally, I find people annoying and brutish, just kind of like, it's just the same thing most of the time.
Yeah, no, I can understand that, dude. I think a big problem is that, like, people can reveal like their reasons to hate you or to hate them, you know, like very easily by, especially constantly bitching, dude. Like, there's nothing wrong with bitching at all, but when you're just constant with it, you know, like a lot of people are.
Yeah, but you're just like, hey, Andrew, you know, and then there's that part where I have to be like, okay, man, talked about this before. You're not doing anything to fix it, so you're unburden yourself on me. Like, and I get that you need to do that sometimes. That's cool. I'm here for you, like I said. But at the same time, you still need to find some time to help yourself.
Right.
Don't do that. I will be here as much as I can, but you gotta understand, I've got my own life to live. I got my own problems to deal with. So you need to
Well, the biggest problem, like you said, is when people are bitching but they're not doing anything to change it. That's a big problem that people have, is where they'll just like complain about how hard their life is, but they'll never do anything to change it. You can't just keep doing the same thing day by day and expect the outcome to be different.
Yeah, not for real. And I think a lot of people like generally use someone who will listen to it, listen to me, or like having night like a person like me that will listen to him, and they use that as the solution instead of something.
Right, instead of the real solution.
Yeah, and it's not how that works. I've told people time and time again. I'm like, I tell people time and time again, like, okay, cool, I will listen to you, we'll be all good, everything will be amazing, but you have to do this yourself. Not, like, you cannot rely on everybody to do this for you. And, you know, I understand you need people. You absolutely need people. There is no way you can do stuff by yourself, or even for yourself. Sometimes you do need the people to give you the extra arm to, like, hold you up, or the extra push that you need to get through the race. And that's completely fine. I don't mind being that extra person. You gotta have your own legs to run the race, and your own arms to lift up. That's the only thing about you that makes you a person. Otherwise, you're just a fucking, like, you might as well just be a fictional character where I can rewrite your story so you're not as bitchy.
No, I agree. People don't. That's like I said. People gotta take care of themselves first before they start worrying about everybody else.
Yeah, for real. And I feel like some people, I've had some people that are actually like really good. I talk to them for a little bit. They seek like actual other help from other people. They collab, and then they're just like, okay, you know what? I think this part of my life I can get through. And they do with complete and utter stride. And I'm like, good for you. You're not a total fucking bitch.
Piece of dick monkeys.
Yeah. People that still complain about the same things that I've talked to them for about a year with.
And then they like ask you your advice just to go in the opposite direction every time.
Yeah, and I'm just letting. I realize that sometimes I'm like, alright.
Yeah, well, it goes with the saying, you know, you can't make people do things, and they're usually only going to do the opposite of what you say.
Like someone's like, I don't want to talk to her. Like if they have some kind of issue with like nature or something, I don't want to talk to her, and I'm gonna be like, alright, don't talk to her.
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna talk to her. That's what I thought you was gonna do. That's why I did the reverse psychology. Now you know you'll talk to her. Y'all gonna have some working out, or at least some catharsis with that. Which catharsis is never good, from what I've been told.
It can't be. I mean, it just depends on the people, man. Some people just don't know how to let shit go.
Yeah.
Some people don't, and that's something else, man. That's another big thing. Is like, I tell people about relationships all the time. Like, you gotta think, man. There are like 20 bajillion people in the world. Not really that many, you know. But there are there are like what 20 billion people on Earth, and I don't believe that there's a destined one for everybody. You know what I mean? Like, I think that people. Sorry, I was listening to this guy talk. I don't think that there's one for everybody. I think you either are compatible with somebody or you're not. And if you and somebody don't get along, then you move on to the next person. Not like a fucking whore, but like just because.
No, yeah. I agree with you. I'm 100% in that. I don't. Like you said, there's not always gonna be that one. There's not always gonna be that someone special that just comes along.
Right.
And casually makes you like
You're
that.
either compatible with somebody or you're not, and there are gonna be people with those same personality traits as you.
And you know, sometimes if you're not compatible with them, I would suggest putting, you know, a little bit of work into it, but don't.
Oh yeah, definitely. No, yeah, because you can just be an asshole sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes it can literally just be you.
Yeah, you should just be like, hey man, like you're a fucking stupid whore. You wanna go out for dinner?
Right.
No. What you mean?
Ah shit, there's more. Somebody will say yes to that. No, probably nobody would say yes to that.
Nah, unless you call a whore that's, or not a whore, my bad. I'll forgive you for that one. Unless you call it a hooker. That's in the masculine. It is lets you call it a killer.
Right.
Not
That's
go
like
out for
her
dinner.
kink.
Unless it's a fetish that you're just looking to hook up with, you're not gonna find the one, buddy. Granted. Like, okay, yeah, that was cool, but you did that so disrespectfully. I mean, that's my thing. I like being disrespected. At the same time, I would like you to have been a gentleman. It just wasn't. You know, it's gonna be a no for me.
That's a no for me, dog.
It's like on American Idol. Yeah, I'm gonna say no too. I'm sorry, your just execution wasn't right there. I didn't get power in your voice. You know,
You know, you said hoe. I prefer a whore. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know, if you're gonna insult me, at least be literate while you do it. I want the full WHORE. Nah, you just gave me the HOE. I mean, fuck that shit. I can go on daddysmeet.com and get that shit. Absolutely not, bro. You gotta get enough. But
Let's skip that.
yeah, despite all that, I feel like some people could work on improving themselves just a little bit in their personality. I don't feel like anybody's perfect in this world. You know my thoughts on that, and everybody can strive to be a little bit better than who they are. Maybe compromise a little bit more. Not necessarily like withdrawing your entire belief, but like.
Yeah. I mean, considering things does not mean withdrawing your belief. I don't know. I think that's what people always assume. Like, not saying that's what I know that's not what you were saying, but you know, like I think that's what people.
In the butt. Then you might want to put it in the butt. So I mean, you just think about it.
Yeah, just consider things. Like, consider things from the other person's perspective. Doesn't mean that you're admitting defeat. It just means like, oh, okay. Like, hey.
I feel like the other way around, though, is also equally as bad. Whenever you're kind of quote-unquote tricking someone into doing it, it's kind of bad. Like,
oh, yeah.
Like if you're saying, I put it in my butt. Well, I don't want to put it in your butt. But you said you want to put it in my butt.
Did I?
Damn, she got me there. You just start going there. You're like, haha, that's my idea.
Oh, fuck me.
You see? Trying to trick me again. Don't work.
This fucking game. Whenever you get hungry, it fucking kicks you out of your... I was fishing, and then my guy got hungry, so his stomach growled, and it, like, automatically pulls you out of fishing. Like, so you can grab your stomach. Pisses me off. You go, my stomach.
You ever grab your stomach whenever you're hungry?
No.
I thought that was just like a myth.
Do you do that?
I don't. Whenever I'm hungry, I'm just like, damn.
Fuck. Oh shit. Scary.
And then I go get some food because you wanna know what? I'm hungry.
Because you're a gosh darn man. Oh, a huge snelt. Hell yeah.
That's another thing. People need to go get things they want sometimes. You hungry? Go get you a fucking slice of pizza. Don't be over there bitching that you're hungry. Go do something about it. Just fucking, yeah, as my fucking boy, what's his name? Shia LaBeouf. As my boy Shia LaBeouf just says, just fucking do it.
Just fucking do it. No, just fucking.
Don't let your dreams be fucking dreams, man.
Sleep. I'm sleeping. Don't pass out, dude. Damn. Just fucking sleep.
Just fucking do it.
You want to say before going to bed? Of course I do. What do you think I am, an atheist? Gross.
Oh wait, that's Tommy. That's not it.
Shit,
I think people get religion and political things.
Yeah. Politics and religion are supposed to be separated.
Yeah,
they're not.
They're like, hey, you know what? Are you capitalist? Nah, I believe in Jesus. But oh shit, what are you talking about? You don't even know anymore. You're just saying things.
Oh, my eyes are itching. fucking up my eyes. One thing I hate about my contacts are they make my eyes like super tired. So like even if I don't feel tired, they will. Yeah, like they just feel heavy. I assume it's from like having weight on your eyes. Like, you know, even though it's not something you would notice by like picking up, your eyes probably notice it.
Yeah.
Because that's a very sensitive area, so the muscles there are obviously smaller. Not me though, dog. I got them big eye muscles, you know what I mean? Don't dare call my fucking eye muscles weak. Delicious. Damn it, come on. What is my... I don't even remember what my cow's name is. If it's fucking Bessie, I'm gonna be mad.
Oh, Bessie.
Better not be Bessie, dude. It better be something creative. That scared the crap out of me. Booby. Her name is Booby.
Alright. Just joke.
I think they're supposed to be Mooby? Like Mooby, but instead it was Booby. Hey man, what can you do, you know?
You know, you can't do a damn thing about it, you know? Sometimes you just fuck up.
What are you gonna do, bitch? God, it's itching so badly. Why do I fucking hate life? Oh god.
Do you use contact solution?
Well, I use one a day, so you're not supposed to use contact solution on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
You do Christy Elliott. Do you have contact solution? Sorry, we don't sell that. Okay, well maybe I just let it around so you do. We got to the bathroom right now. I'll be right back.
Alright. Come here. Hey, buy my things. Buy my things. Hey, Huey, buy my things.
Yeah.
I can't sell that. How about this Moono? Damn it, I can't sell you my fishing rod, dude. I can't. I'm sorry, I need my fishing rod. I fish, buddy. I fish, buddy. close up shop. Anybody else coming? Nope. Nope. A lot of toy flowers over there. Okay, buddy. Right away. That's something weird. Nice. Found some old money. Damn.
Okay, I returned.
Welcome. I welcome you back, my child. Has Alex ever told you the story of his Harvest Moon kid?
Oh, yeah.
He had like this son with this really sweet girl on here, right? And his son was like fucking psychotic. His son would be like, "Father, I have dreams of like the," he says, "I have dreams of the screams, the blood-curdling screams."
What the fuck?
Yeah. It's funny.
That sounds like Alex kid.
Oh, man. Let's see what you've dug up. Well then, it's a coin. That doesn't seem to be anything unusual.
Sorry, Alex, being a dad would be funny as hell.
Yeah, I feel like the kid would be more of a dad than Alex would. Let's just get
freaking out. Alex would be freaking out. What are we gonna do? We're gonna do the kids like just walking over to Alex, slaps him in the face with time. Get it together, man! You need to be the adult here.
Yeah, you're the fucking dad! You're the fucking dad!
Why would that be? Fucking adult in every situation. Anyways, I'll tell you what we're gonna do. Sit the fuck down, Dad.
Don't
What
worry.
we're gonna do. Be
Alex
happy.
Jr. got it.
Yeah, Alex Jr. I got this, bitch. Junior, where did you get this from? From Mom. Didn't you, your ass.
Yeah. Got a fish! A 22 centimeter Nyamame.
Oh, Nyamame.
Wait. Perfect for a manure set. Whatever that fucking means.
I don't know what that means.
Fish-tastic, I'm fishing all day. Fish-tastic, I'm fishing 'cause I'm gay.
Yeah, always gay.
Holding a rod between my hands.
Is he stealing, or is he in a gay porn? Is he stealing, or is he in a gay porn? He's in a gay porn.
Is that one of those where they have like only the head image?
No, it's he's doing the motion of like
Oh
going
yeah.
backwards. Yeah, so he's like, And he's just like closing his eyes, like rocking back and forth, like you're actually seeing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me, actually, I need to send you a Wildest Kid You Know video.
Oh shit! I'm excited now.
Because that reminded me. Let me find it real quick. It's called Darren's Birthday.
Oh shit! That poor guy's birthday.
Okay. Let's see if there's a group chat. Is that okay?
That's fun.
Okay. I just know sometimes you have issues with group chat, so I didn't want to cause any problems. I didn't want you to kill my entire family. No, no.
You think that would stop it?
Yes. I would hope.
I've already planned on killing Giovanna, the daughter. Oh, can't do that now. It's too powerful. It's already grown 3 sizes that day.
Bro, there's so many fucking flowers. Holy shit. So, flower picking day? Is that what's going on here?
I'll pick your flowers.
Oh.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, wait, did I just say that? I'm so sorry.
You know, it's cool, man. I gotta go to bed now, you know?
No.
It's not you, it's just tired, you know?
Oh, yeah, it's okay. I understand. You know, you gotta sleep on the left side again?
I don't want to be friends anymore.
No, it makes you snore whenever you sleep on the left side.
Does it?
If you sleep on your side, I think it makes no. If you sleep on your back, it makes you snore. I think.
I don't know, man. I don't usually snore. It's usually if I sleep with my mouth open, or like if some. From what I know, if you this fucking dude, he just told me no. What an asshole. He's a beggar. And I went to offer him a flower. He said, nope, I don't want it. You're a beggar. What choice do you have, you fucking asshole?
I mean, enough to say no to you, apparently.
For real.
God, that'd be like the biggest dick move ever, though.
Yeah, I gave Gustafa a flower. He's gonna write a Beatles jam about it now.
I don't know what that means to the Beatles.
I don't know that much Beatles music either. I don't listen to the Beatles. Boom 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 boom. Rock, what are you doing up here, buddy?
That
was Alex's best friend in this game. His name's Rock.
A boulder. It's a rock.
It's a rock.
Yeah.
No rock. The partner just ride these babies for my. Oh God.
Okay, so yeah, so you're riding a giraffe. So you know you're gonna be going up and down, and giraffes tend to kind of jump a bit, so kind of.
I feel like he's gonna. Okay, so he's fucking something.
Now smack him. Yeah, that's what you have to do when you're riding a giraffe. If you want to go faster, you just have to smack him really hard in the neck. Yeah. Is this funny? Yeah, it's very funny. Yeah. Now, with your other hand, it looks like you're holding rein. So you wouldn't do that. You'd have your hand like flat, like on the back of
Oh.
yeah, like that.
Oh, okay.
It's the giraffe breaking out of breath. Oh yeah, that is pretty funny. Okay. Okay, now lick your fingers and like gently tickle the front of his abdomen. Okay. Is this right? Am I doing this right? Exactly like that. Why am I doing this? Because that's what giraffes like. I'm gonna need tissue. Yeah. Say that again. I need a tissue? Great. I think we got this. Really funny, Darren. Really good. Great. I'm gonna get some lunch. Scary.
17.
I'm gonna say 17, but just
17.
So fucking. 690, hell yeah, man. I got some money today. I recently watched that video today where he was like, it was the stats, graphs, percentages.
Crunch the numbers, fold them up, mail them to me.
I said, get it done! We got it. We got the island. We did it, dude.
Did it, bruh. So fucking good. So,
What's the probability that I'll stick it into this front cup?
I know this one. And know this one. Don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't let yourself go there. No, I know, dude. I know.
7.25. 7.25.
That felt so good. My favorite part's when he's like trying to stand back up, and he's like a new deer, you know. He's like,
Yeah. He's over there like, what?
it's like oh.
Dude, new deers are like fucking weird though.
What is?
Like new deers, like the way they do it. Like
Oh yeah, dude. They're weird. I like that Chris D'Elia thing where he's like, well, I mean, like, a baby can't fucking make a sandwich, but a fucking new deer comes out like, oh, where the berries? Okay.
The berries, you want me to do the berries?
That's fucking crazy, man.
Fucking women should be birthing grown men in like shit. I gotta go late for work. I work over at Wells Fargo. Pick me up at 7. Oh shit. Dude, could you imagine the like
That was the thing.
yeah, like I know it would hurt like a motherfucker, but God, just think of the productivity.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, okay, so like, it's controversial, yes, but like that's the thing about artificial wombs, is like, you could technically, in theory, intubate a human as long as you want it. The problem is though, is their muscle structure probably wouldn't be that great.
yeah, it's very true. But hey, not talking about that. We're talking about science.
Science.
Those panties.
And staff. And stat.
It's just numbers crunching together, loading them up.
Dividends. Wait.
Unemployment rate, closing the numbers, making off time optimal.
Man.
And you know, I hate whenever I walk in Todd for like 2 minutes, my boss is like, "You're doing around for him." Like, just, I gotta wait for him to give me that fucking truck. He's just like, nowhere.
Up my ass constantly. Up my ass.
Up my ass.
Up my asshole.
Whoa, it's a dude, bruh. That's fucking hot.
You guys, all y'all want to see this dude get fucked? Say yeah.
Yeah.
I like Trevor in that one because he's like, oh dude, that means at some point. I don't know. He's like, that's so funny because that means at some point that deer had to kill a human female just to get that raw.
Yeah.
Everybody else is like trying to make it hot, and he's like being a total buzzkill.
I love it so much. I feel like that's one of our friends. I don't necessarily know.
It's one of us.
It's gotta be one of us, right? Because I don't feel like I'm a pussy. I feel like I'm either too quiet or just like too approving.
Too approving.
I feel like everybody just loves me.
Oh yeah?
Oh,
Is that it?
They better. Oh, tell you, I'll fuck him up. Don't make me.
Don't do it, Tony. It's not worth it. Don't do
Nah,
it.
he's gonna be doing it, Jim. I'll fucking kill him.
Oh, dude. My poor guy is so fucking hungry in this game, like constantly. He's always needing to eat. What a fucking
that
loser.
one disease where you gotta eat a lot.
Oh, please tell me I actually saved and didn't go to sleep. Because if I went to sleep, I'm pissed. Okay, no, I'm good.
It's called like Trip to Mobius.
Is that a real thing?